They come from Hong Kong. 10,000 chapter. Anyone from right hand side? Please pass the microphone to the left hand side. Good evening, Grandmaster. She comes from Taiwan. Welcome. Anybody else? And Lian from Malaysia, the first time to Seattle. Welcome. We welcome everybody. Tonight we practice the Padmasambhava yoga practice. Recite with Guru Mantra 7 times. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom. Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom.
Recite purification mantras and the earth duty. Om Siudori Siudori Shumori Shumori Soha. Om Vajratan Ho Ho Hom. Namo Samanto Motoran Om Duru Duru Te Wei Soha. Lian Zhao Qing Zhou. Recite invocation mantra. Om A Hom Soha. Om A Hom Soha. We sincerely invoke the Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The main deity of the group practice, Guru Padmasambhava. The main deity of the group practice, Guru Padmasambhava. The main deity of group practice, Guru Padmasambhava. Namo Vairocana Buddha at the center. Namo Akshobha Buddha to the east. Namo Amitabha Buddha to the west. Namo Ratnasambhava Buddha to the south. Namo Amoghasiddhi Buddha to the north. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Medicine Buddha. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jade Pawn. Namo Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. Namo Guru Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Namo Manjusri Bodhisattva. Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva. Namo Vajrasattva. Namo Guru Namo Mahajundi Buddha Mother, all Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis and divinities, all Buddhas of the 3 times and 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas, and Namo Mahaprajna Paramita. Great homage using visualization, first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offering. Make the offering above the lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel, and all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, in the middle to all divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and may rich purge all karma to all of us civilization. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form great white light to empower us. Reset the mantra. Armor protection. Reset Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Reset Hiking Kuan Yin Sutra. 观世音真经，观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧，佛佛有缘，佛法相应，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒。南无金光秘密佛法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛，佛告须弥灯王佛，法护佛，金刚藏狮子游戏佛，宝胜佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛，普光功德三王佛，三足功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来显劫千佛，千无百佛，万无千佛，五百花生佛，百亿金刚藏佛。定光佛，六方六佛名号，东方宝光月殿月妙尊音王佛，南方属根花王佛，西方照晚神通眼花王佛，北方月殿清净佛，上方无数精进宝手佛，下方善济月音王佛，无量诸佛，多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿处佛，弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行诸于地上，即在虚空中，慈忧于一切众生，各令安稳休息，昼夜修持，心常求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音。药王菩萨、药上菩萨、文殊师利菩萨、普贤菩萨、虚空藏菩萨、地藏王菩萨、清凉宝山一万菩萨、普光王如来化身菩萨。念诵此经，七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵真地，娑哈。Deliverance mantra 7 times. 阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多萨旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南帝，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，悉多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多萨旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南帝，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，悉多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛
ye to tha kya to ye to te ya tha aminito bo bi aminito satam bo bi aminito bi gyanante aminito bi gyananto kyanini kya kyana chito kyani sokhan namo amito bo ye to tha kya to ye to te ya tha aminito bo bi aminito satam bo bi aminito bi gyanante aminito bi gyananto kyanini kya kyana chito kyani sokhan namo amito bo ye to tha kya to ye to te ya tha aminito bo bi aminito satam bo bi aminito bi gyanante nito bi gyananto kyanini kya kyana chito kyani sokhan namo amito bo ye to tha kya to ye to te ya tha aminito bo bi aminito satam bo bi aminito bi gyanante aminito bi gyananto kyanini kya kyana chito kyani sokhan namo amito bo ye to tha kya to ye to te ya tha aminito bo bi aminito satam bo bi aminito bi gyanante aminito bi gyananto kyanini kya kyana chito kyani sokha
Form our lineage root Guru Mudra, visualize the empowerments of the three lights. We said the root Guru mantra 108 times. First perform mala visualization.
Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom 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 Om Guru Nian Sung Siddhi Hom, 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 Om Guru Nian Sung Siddhi Hom.
Form Guru Padmasambhava Vajra Mudra. Empty your mind by visualizing the space. Recite the mantra 3 times.
Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Suttohang. Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Suttohang.
In the sky, visualize a blue moon disk arising from the glorious copper mountain of the inconceivable palace of lotus light. At the center of the moon disk there is a red six-syllable She, radiating a bright pink light. The six-syllable She is revolving to become Guru Padmasambhava. He is wearing a crown, his whole body is light pink, and his right hand is holding a Vajra scepter, and his left arm is clutching an Akachanka. He is sitting in a half-lotus position on a lotus throne in the sky above, and his left hand is holding a skull cup filled with ambrosia and treasures. Visualize Om at our crown chakra radiating white light, Ah at our throat chakra radiating red light, and Hom at our heart chakra radiating blue light. These three rays of light reach the palace of lotus light at the glorious copper mountain to invoke Guru Padmasambhava. Then visualize Guru Padmasambhava's whole body radiates brilliant, precious light, which merges with the ambrosia and urges upon us, purging all sins and karma, illnesses and demonic obstructions are completely gone to allow the emergence of our radiance and self-mastery. Recite Guru Padmasambhava heart mantra 108 times.
Om A Hom Betza Guru Pema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Betza Guru Pema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Betza Guru Pema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Betza Guru Pema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Betza Guru Pema Siti Hom Se. Om Ahom Betzakurupe Masiti Homse 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 อาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเสอมอาหมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหมเส做九节佛风有三摩地
Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing, enter into samadhi. Recite that mantra so the 8 principal deities and incan Buddha Amitabha.
Om Panamo Rintorin Soka, Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soka, Om Zuri Zuri Zunte Soka, Om Zampara Tarang Talaye Soka, Om A Hom Beta Guru Bema Siti Hom Se, Om A Hom Guru Be Aha Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Siti Hom, Deyata Om Bekataya Bekataya, Maha Bekataya Lata Samo Kadereya Soka. Nam mô Sanh Sư Điệu Hoàn Nhiệm, Y Sư Yêu An Triệu Chiến Vũ Bại, Thổ Miệng Thùng Hào A Mi Thủ Phổ. Nam mô Sanh Sư Điệu Hoàn Nhiệm, Y Sư Yêu An Triệu Chiến Vũ Bại, Thổ Miệng Thùng Hào A Mi Thủ Phổ. Nam mô Sanh Sư Điệu Hoàn Nhiệm, Y Sư Yêu An Triệu Chiến Vũ Bại, Thổ Miệng Thùng Hào A Mi Thủ Phổ. 恭念大救难咒21遍持咒。
This is a great mantra for disaster relief. 21 times.
Ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha ta chư zazara ta chư runoni maha runoni aramora tora soha. 回向
Merit dedication. May all uphold the Buddhas, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, defending for justice, the from above, aiding those that three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. Recite supplication for all should give the stay in the Saha world. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness, the virtuous and marvelous tantric cow. All Buddhas of the 10 directions of the Buddha line, such numerous as grains of sand, all Bodhisattvas so full of compassion toward all beings, all Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating, my body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, Suras who came to this world to salvage deluded ones. The 3 jewels emanate wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and those in heavens, rely on each Vajra body, with the bestowal of teachings, laws, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in this hour to turn the Dhamma wheel to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Your disciple dedicate the merit of this good practice to our lineage root Guru. May you stay healthy, live a long life, continually turn the Dhamma wheel. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Guru Padmasambhava. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Guru Padmasambhava. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Guru Padmasambhava. We pray to the Guru Rinpoche to radiate light and bless us, all the participants in this group practice. We pray that you bless all the spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. We pray that you bless all participants with great health, and the eradication of illnesses and afflictions, the eradication of karma and karmic retributions. We pray that you bless us with increased merits and enhanced wisdom. We pray that you bless us with harmony, love, and respect. May all beings leave behind suffering and gain happiness. May all beings benefit from their spiritual cultivations. May all beings respect the Guru, treasure the Dharma, and practice diligently. May all beings improve their fruitions, and may all beings beautify the Buddha lands. We pray to Guru Padmasambhava. And by all the Dakini teachings, we spread the Buddha Dharma all over the world. We pray to the Uchana Dakini teachings be impressed deeply inside the hearts of each disciple. We pray to the Uchana Dakini teachings can attain great perfection. We pray to Guru Padmasambhava. Homage to Guru Padmasambhava. Homage to Guru Padmasambhava. Homage to Guru Padmasambhava. Om Pecha Padma Hum. Om, gods of the heavens, gods of the earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust, may all of our prayers be granted. And may all enemies and enmities disperse, may all obstructions disperse. Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 ha. Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Petsamami Mancha Petsapawa Mahasamaya Sato a hom pei om beja sato samaya manu panaya beja sato tenu padi cha jecho me pawa sato khai me pawa sopo khai me pawa anarato me pawa sawa sidi me puraya cha sawa karma sotha me chittamu siri ren guru hom ha 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 bakawan sawa tathagata pecamami mensa Beja bawam maha samaya sato a hom pei om beja sato samaya manu panaya beja sato tenu padi cha jecho me pawa sato khaye me pawa sopo khaye me pawa anarato me pawa sawa sidi me puraya cha sawa karma sotha me chittamu siri ren guru hom ha 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 bakawan sawa tathagata pecamami mensa beja bawam maha samaya sato a hom pei 做观想大礼拜100根本传承
Pay homage using visualization to First Student Guru and all Buddhas.
观想顶礼回天心三印
Visualize for procession of the crown, release the mudra.
啊 hom 观想
Second to all Bodhisattvas.
三拜诸护法金刚
Third to all Herokas and Dharma protectors.
观想顶礼回
Visualize for procession of the crown, release the mudra, fourth eyebrow.
念圆满
Recite completion mantra.
Om Brim Om Brim Om Mani Padme Hum 让我们以热烈的掌声感谢上师加持
Let's applaud now to show our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for conducting this group practice.
恭请各位传承上
Now
师
let's join our palms. With great reverence, we are inviting His Holiness to bestow precious Buddha Dharma teaching. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to the 16 Dharma King Karmapa. And homage to Master Dukden Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. And homage to the main deity of the group practice today, Guru Padmasambhava. Sumo, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, temple directors, and the disciples present here and over the internet, and all participating VIPs today, Madam to Ambassador Daniel Liao, the Taipei rep to Sweden, Dharma Sister Judy, from the scholars group of True Buddha School, the professor of the National Cheng Kung University, the Electrical Department, Professor Wang. The producers for Kenny Tensang Shinten from CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Shiachi. Dr. Ryan Zhuang. And Dr. Lin. A member of the Sunny Line Dance Group, Dharma Sister Erika Ching. Good evening, everybody. How do you do? This evening, we had the group practice of Guru Padmasambhava. And as I said before, Guru Padmasambhava is lotus born out of a lotus blossom. And at the Dhanakosha lake or ocean. So in India, we refer to the lake as an ocean because it was a big lake. And born out of a lotus blossom was Guru Padmasambhava. And when he was still little, he was brought back by a king to the palace. So Guru Padmasambhava had no father and no mother. He was transformed out of a lotus blossom. So he was a true lotus youth or Padma Kumara. And in his biography or hagiography, it was written that he was the combined emanation of the body, speech, and mind of Amitabha Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, and Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. So that's why he was a Dharma king. He's not the king of the human realm, but he was a Dharma king. And then later on, he studied Tantric Buddhism and had great attainment or siddhi. And then later on, he went to Tibet at the time of King Trizong Techen, who invited him to go to Tibet. Because at that time, in Tibet, there were lots of demons and monsters disturbing the Buddha Dharma there. So Santarakshita was an Indian guru in Tibet. He could not subdue the monsters and the demons, so he asked King Trizong Techen to invite Guru Padmasambhava to go to Tibet. And Guru Padmasambhava stayed in Tibet for 50 years, for a total of 50 years. So, in terms of the lineage, Guru Padmasambhava brought Tantrayana to Tibet. And of the 4 Tibetan sects, they all highly revere Guru Padmasambhava. And the most famous one was King Trizong Techen, who offered his own queen, Yeshe Chogal, to Guru Padmasambhava. So she became the consort or spiritual companion of Guru Padmasambhava at the place called Chimpu. They practiced together there. So these were all recorded in Guru Padmasambhava hagiography. And the most important thing about Guru Padmasambhava was Guru Padmasambhava and King Trizong Techen and Santarakshita together built the first Buddhist temple in Tibet, the Samye Temple. Please raise your hand if you've been there. Many people have been there. So when the Samya temple was built, it was built according to the Buddhist understanding of the universe at the center, Mount Sumeru, and the 4 big continents around it and the 8 smaller continents around it, and all the rivers and the oceans around it. Around the 4 big continents and the 8 small continents. That was the Samye temple. So, in the Samye temple complex, there were Indian style, Tibetan style, and Chinese style. So it's a combination of these 3 styles. And at that time, King Trishongtejun paid homage to Guru Padmasambhava as his guru. And Guru Padmasambhava's true guru was Sri Singha. And Sri Singha was a Chinese person from Tang dynasty, but it was not recorded in the Tang dynasty. Sri Singha was not recorded in the Tang dynasty, and Sri Singha got the lineage transmission of Great Perfection Dharma, who taught it to Guru Padmasambhava. And the teaching was called the Dakini Nyiktik or Dakini teachings. And Sri Singha also transmitted to a Tibetan who was called Vairochana, who has the same name as Vairocana Buddha, but this is a person. And the lineage went all the way to Longchenpa, who combined the 2 lineages, the teachings from Guru Padmasambhava and the teachings of Vairochana, combined by Longchenpa to become the Great Perfection lineage, which is the highest lineage of Nyingma, which Grandmaster has taught quite a bit. So Guru Padmasambhava was really great. And we can say that Guru Padmasambhava was the 2nd Buddha of Udayana. At the time of Sakyamuni Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha had also transmitted Tantric Buddha Dharma. But because of the circumstances, Sakyamuni Buddha taught mostly Hinayana Buddha Dharma at that time because of the circumstances. But the Buddha had also taught Mahayana Buddha Dharma and Tantrayana Buddha Dharma. But when the Buddha was alive, Mahayana Buddha Dharma and Tantrayana Buddha Dharma were not very widespread. Only the Hinayana Buddha Dharma was widespread. So that's why everybody thought that Sakyamuni Buddha did not teach the Mahayana nor Vajrayana Buddha Dharma. That was wrong. Because at the Sri Dakakayana Pagoda, Sakyamuni Buddha transformed to become Kalachakra and taught the king Durjaya or Shen. And that was the Kalachakra Buddha Dharma. So, but why the Kalachakra was regarded as a Dharma teaching from Hinduism, but no, because Kalachakra stepped on Mahaswara and Mahaswara consort. So Mahaswara and Mahaswara's consort was stepped on by Kalachakra, and that was the god from Hinduism called Shiva and Shiva's wife. So that's why Kalachakra was the Buddhism. 哎呀，我听不到了。It's really bad. So Kalachakra and Chakrasamvara and many other Herukas were taught by Sakyamuni Buddha, and also Uchichima. Uchichima is also a tantric dharma. So at the time of the Buddha, they were already tantric Buddha dharma. So Guru Padmasambhava was considered as the second Buddha of Udayana. So he had the attainment like Sakyamuni Buddha. 还是很严重的，非常严重，而且 continuous. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the sound. The Chinese sound is really bad. So what is Buddhism? So, it's really bad. Never fix ma. Cannot fix it. Can you make the voice maybe through the TV?
There's no way you can fix right now.
Maybe unplug this.
Connection. Unplug it. Okay.
Else we can hear something.
The quality is very bad.
Yeah. See. So in Bodhisattvahood, it includes awakening self and awakening others. And Buddhahood is awakening, is the complete awakening action. And Shravaka Buddhahood is awakening self. And they haven't awakened others, and they don't have the complete attainment of the awakening. That's Arhat. So only this awakening self. Oh, Jesus. So the four sagely realms, Buddhahood, Bodhisattvahood, Pratyeka Buddhas, and Arhatship. So Pratyeka Buddhahood is according to the 12 causes and conditions to attain Buddhahood. So what is Buddhahood? What is Bodhisattvahood? What is Pratyeka Buddhahood? What is Shravakahood? Now you understand very clearly. If you awaken yourself but you don't save sentient beings, that's Arhatship. But if you are awakened, and also you are trying to awaken others, and yet your enlightenment activities is not perfect yet, that's Bodhisattvahood. But if you awaken yourself and you have awakened others, and your awakening activities is perfect, then that's Buddha. So Guru Padmasambhava was referred as the second Buddha of Udayana. So he is enlightened himself, he's enlightened others, and his enlightened activities is perfect. So all four schools of Tibetan Buddhism highly revere Guru Padmasambhava. So he's considered the first lineage guru in Tibet. And he's born from a lotus, so of course he's a lotus youth, or Padma Kumara. And he is called Guru Padmasambhava, which is a lotus horn. And his Vajra name is the ocean-born lotus. He has many Vajra names, and one of them is the ocean-born Vajra, because he was born in the Dhanakosha ocean. And today we will continue to talk about Lamdre of the Sakya school, Lamdre. Let me read an excerpt from the book. The last one in the indivisibility of samsara and nirvana is called the differences in guarding. It refers to the Dharma practices to guard against downfalls into the waysides of wisdoms, methods, or both. There are 8 kinds of practices to guard against downfalls into the waysides of methods. 8 kinds of practices to guard against downfalls into the waysides of wisdom, and 14 kinds of practices to guard against downfalls into the waysides of both, for a total of 30 kinds. These are the Dharma to eliminate the above commonly encountered obstructions during our spiritual cultivation. So this is talking about guarding or protection. In the past, I encountered many obstructions, and my gurus taught me, please perform Dharma practice. What kind? So it's a protection wheel. And in Buddhism, we often use the term wheel. What is this wheel? We could say that's a Dharma. So protection wheel is the same as protector, protection Dharma. So he asked me to do the practice of the protector. And do I often do it? Yes, every day. Every single day I would perform the Dharma practice of the protector. There are many Buddha disciples who don't perform the Dharma practice of the protector. They just do the Dharma practice of the yidam. Why is Dharma protector very important? Because the Dharma protector can help, which was mentioned at the last part of the excerpt, like monsters, karmic demons, mind demons, monsters, spirits, ghosts, and disturbances or distractions from them. So every day we do the protector Dharma. Every day. So when I sleep, I'm different from everyone. In the past, I would perform the light sleep and dream light. Every day before sleep, I would recite in Taiwanese. Born to be reborn into the Pure Land, leave behind all suffering and attain happiness. Namo Amitabha. I am asking Golden Mother to be in charge, and I would recite 3 times. And then Yidam appears, protector appears. And Om Ah Hum to bless you with the light. And your own Om becomes white light and emit to the sky, and Ah at the throat becomes red light emitted to the sky, and Hom becomes blue light emitted to the sky, and with Pang they would spread like a net and cover your whole bed. So there's a red light, white light, and blue light enveloping your whole bed. And then you sleep and enter into the dream. That's a very easy visualization. And it can be done very fast. And you should do it before you fall asleep. And you recite and visualize. Or you could perform that you disappear. With Lang, your bed becomes fire and burn your whole body completely. And you become ash. With Yang, the wind would blow the ash of your body and disperse it completely. It's gone. And with Kang, you enter into the space. And since you are gone, the demons will not come and find you. If you still exist, and you transform yourself to become Vajra scepter, and outside there's a net of protection with Om Ahom that manifests as the net to envelope you, then you would not be afraid of those things. There's nothing to be afraid of. And this last few days, recently, even the door to my bedroom, I sealed. I sealed all things. I sealed the fireplace, the door to the bathroom. I sealed all of them. And then I get into bed, and then I perform the light protection, which is the light sleep and dream. So how do I seal it? Is what I wrote in the book. At each every door, there would be a Mahabala at each and every door and window. So Mahabala at my door, and another Mahabala at the door to my bathroom, and Mahabala at the fireplace, and Mahabala at the window. They're all sealed. Then you will not be disturbed. Then you would sleep really well. So this, you perform the protection wheel this way with Mahabala. And Mahabala appeared in front of the fireplace, and the door to the bathroom, to the washroom, and at the door to my bedroom, and And my glass windows, there would be Mahabala, so there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass windows. So every night I would recite Mahabala mantras, and with the Mahabala fire, and visualize Mahabala above my bed. So Mahabala would be placed, would be positioned there. And then with this, Mahabala would be at the front door. And with Om Mahabalaya Soha, Mahabala would be at that door. And Om Mahabalaya Soha, Mahabala would be at the gift shop. And Om Mahabalaya Soha, he would be at the windows and at all the glass windows. Om Mahabalaya Soha. So now, so now do you know how to do it? So that's perfect. Then you would sleep really well. So all the Vajra protectors would be protecting you around your bedroom. Then of course you would sleep really well and you will not be disturbed. You recite Om Mahabalaya Hom Hom Be, either of the mantras, they are the same. So now do you know how to perform this protection wheel? And of course normally you need to make offering to Mahabala. In the daytime you make offering to Mahabala, and at night then it will be easy to invite him because he has received your offering. Then he would be kind enough to come. Because you have made offering to him, then he would definitely come. So for the 3 meals, like when Grandmaster is eating, I would lift up my plate above my brows, and that's offering. That's a gesture of offering. So the protection wheel is to perform protection. Protection is very important, like just written in the Lamdre. Don't go to the extremes of convenient methods or wisdom. What does it mean? Does it mean we cannot use our wisdom? No, that's not the case. Don't fall into other kinds of wisdom. There are many of them. And don't fall into the skillful means. And Grandmaster follows the wishes of sentient beings, but sometimes it becomes too relaxed. And that would be problematic, because you all know that Grandmaster always follows the wishes of sentient beings. It's one of the 10 great vows of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. But Grandmaster follows the wishes of sentient beings. But then the sentient beings do as they like and become too lax. That would be troublesome. There's a book and it talked about a lot of things. It's not written about just one person, but about all sentient beings. And the book is finished and sent back. It's a book that I wrote this past 2 months. It's not pointed or targeted toward one single person, but toward all sentient beings. So the way of protection exists. So if you didn't sleep well, with the way of protection wheel, then you would sleep well every night. She has this habit that if there's a problem or an issue at hand, then she would be thinking about it over and over, then she can't sleep. But I have no troubles in my heart. Why? Because I realize there's nothing to gain. So I cut off all my worries and afflictions. But the silly fools are afflicted. So the silly people and the fools are troubled because they thought that, or they think that they can gain something, they can get something. But actually we all know that you're born with nothing and you die not bringing anything. But you're still troubled. Why? Because you cannot see through it. So it's like you're cross eyes. Like if you like money, there's a true disciple called the wanting money. Or let money come, or I want lots of money. There are two kinds of flowers, but in Chinese, flowers is like spending, which is you have lots of money, limitless money to spend. But you cannot see through that. Grandmaster doesn't spend money, doesn't buy much things. In America, I just buy gas for my car. And in Taiwan, I spend money just to buy water, bottled water, because you can't drink from the tap water. So we need to buy bottled water. And there's no other spending up until now. Huh? It's been a few months since my return to America, about 4 months, over 4 months. I have never been to the grocery store. I have never been to any department store. Never. So where did I go? The temple, Rainbow Temple, and my home and Tantric Quarter. Just these 4 places. No other place. I don't go to the grocery stores. I don't go to the department stores. That's how it is. The teacher asked Xiaoming, 1 + 1 is? And Xiaoming said, I don't know. Stupid, huh? You and I. Then we're 2 stupid people. People of this world know that you're born with nothing and you die bringing nothing. But yet you still get attached. Although I'm teaching you to be enlightened, that there's nothing to gain, that Grandmaster can see through that and take it lightly. That's why Grandmaster is not afflicted. And at True Buddha School, there are waves after waves of issues. In my life, there's like waves after waves continually, never stops. But whatever, let it be. I'm not attached to True Buddha School. As long as I can attain Buddhahood in my spiritual cultivation and bring my disciples to attain Buddhahood together, that's good enough. So I'm not attached, I don't have hang-ups about True Buddha School and what would happen to it in the future, the plan for True Buddha School. No, none. I'm not attached to True Buddha School, although I'm the founder of True Buddha School. So what else would I be attached to? So even if True Buddha School dies, it's okay. Because it didn't exist before, and it has returned to the original point. So what's so big deal? It's okay if True Buddha School doesn't exist. No big deal. It doesn't matter. So that's my spirit. So who's the silly fool? Who's the right barrel? Now you can tell. Open your eyes and see who is the silly fool and who has attained the wisdom of the Tathagata. You need to see it clearly and discern. I don't establish my own association. I don't build my own temples. Did I ever receive other people's real estate properties? No, never. And all the offerings that you have made to me, that's more than enough. I'm very content and happy. I don't need anything else. This is the true face of Grandmaster Lu. Who built Rainbow Temple? Grandmaster, of course. It was my money to build Rainbow Temple. And Master Lian-Sheng, the second brother of the Chen brothers, hired construction workers using Grandmaster and Simu's money to build Rainbow Temple. And legally, the head of Rainbow Temple is Master Lian-Yin now. So Master Lian-Yin, only with Master Lian-Yin's signature that we can sell Rainbow Temple. So Master Lian-Yin is the owner now, although Grandmaster spent the money to build it and then transferred it to Master Lian-Yin, but with one condition, that Rainbow Temple is a non-profit, charitable organization for the propagation of Buddha Dharma. That's why any head or owner of the organization can only use it to spread Buddha Dharma. Xiaoqi asked her dad, Dad, why are... Oh, the penguin's kid asked the dad, why is our tummy are white and the rest are black? And the dad replied, that's our shame. Because we could only wash our tummy because our hands are too short. The penguins. The joke symbolizes there are 2 points in the world, including the 8 trigrams, 1 black and 1 white, and they are equal. And penguins also has black and white. Spiritual cultivators should cultivate until they become completely white and ultimately attain Buddhahood. So you need to take out all the black karma, all the bad karma, and what is left is the pure yang, and you can attain Buddhahood and be master of yourself. So what is the cleansing or returning to your original purity, to become white? Because the human world is like a huge pot of contamination. So once you enter into the world, then you are contaminated by the wealth, sensuality, name, sleep, and food. So once you enter into the world, then it's like entering into the pickling pot. You all become pickles. So you need to cleanse or purify yourself. And that's also a kind of protection. Once you're being cleansed, depurified, then you need to protect yourself. Spiritual cultivators have to protect. So to cleanse all the dirt and contaminants. So the blessings of the Guru is also a kind of this repurification. And the altar of the Kuan Yin's body is also a kind of the protection wheel. And the fourfold protection is also a kind of protection. Sometimes in your cultivation, in your meditation, you first perform the fourfold protection. Above is the Vajra net. On the 4 sides, the 4 Vajra walls. And underneath the Vajra foundation. And then around the walls, that would be the Vajra fire. And you're at the middle. Then you are performing protection in your spiritual cultivation. That's Cha Hom Pan Ho, the fourfold protection. So that's a kind of a protection wheel. So they are too loud. So they have like a drunk driving, too loud. Down, a little bit, down. So I blew breath into the alcohol test, and yet I couldn't. But the police scolded on me because he was the drunkard. And he was actually walking, he wasn't driving. And the policeman said, "What are you testing? You're not driving." And the drunkard said, "Oh, I was so drunk that I forgot to drive." So this joke was a lot of fun. Because let me tell you that alcohol is addictive. That's why one of the 5 basic precepts is intoxication. So spiritual cultivators don't drink because it can confuse your mind. Only one thing is very addictive, and that's ghost. Yeah? So if you're addictive to the ghosts, it's very addictive. So Grandmaster is not afraid of ghosts. So even male ghosts, not afraid of. As moreover, the female ghost, Grandmaster is not afraid of. Because Grandmaster knows the 5 thunders Dharma. It's inside my palm. So if I open my palm, with the 5 thunders, the ghosts would lose. The best protection is the 9-syllable mantra. Ling, Bing, Do, Zhe, Li, Zhen, Jie, Zai, Qian. 4 verticals and 5 horizontal lines. Very simple. Everybody can do it. Or the Ching character. 1 horizontal line is a river, and the second is a large river, and the 3 and the 4 form the character Jing, or well in Chinese. And if it points to the heavens, it would be clear. Points to the earth would be safe. And if it points to the person, would be healthy. And point to the ghost would be gone. So Grandmaster has this 9-syllable mantra and the 5 thunder, or the thunder sound inside Grandmaster's palm. And the great power Vajra, which is Mahabala, and then the cutting mudra of Akala. So I am the chief of the Ghostbusters. So you're all kind of like convoluted and crooked, and you always encountered spirits. You're attached by spirits once you've gone to the movie theaters, or to the bath, the public bath, or to the earth god temple, or seeing coffins, or funeral homes, or to the hospitals. Then you're attached by the spirits. There are lots of ghosts inside the hospitals, the butcher's place, temples that's filled with ghosts, cemeteries, and remote empty places, and beaches by the oceans. It's very easy for you to be attached by spirits. Why? Because you have ghosts inside your heart, your mind. So because you're weird, so because you have ghosts inside your heart, of course then the ghosts would come to you. But ghosts also have supernatural power. That's correct. Even the ghosts of the lowest level have supernatural power, all the way spirits from ghosts all the way to Buddhas, from the lowest kind to the highest kind. They all have some supernatural power. So especially a group of ghosts, it's easy to get rid of one ghost. So pointing to the ghost and the ghosts would be dead. It's very easy. But if there are hundreds of them or thousands of them coming together, what do you think Grandmaster should do? How would you save me? Let me tell you. I would turn around and run. Actually, I don't need to run. I would use a Vajra wall to block them, and then with Vajra fire to burn them. And they cannot climb over the Vajra walls. Typical walls they can walk through, but Vajra walls they cannot. And the Vajra fire, they will not be able to go through them, because once they go through the Vajra fire, they would become yakitori. You know what yakitori is? It's a burned chicken. They would be burned. So even thousands of them, there's nothing to afraid. So there are 4 walls on the 4 sides. If they come from the back, another Vajra walls. And if they come from above, there would be Vajra net. And if they come from below, there would be Vajra foundation. The 4-fold protections. Cha hom pan ho. Immediately. So what are you afraid of? You can protect yourself. So please don't let me recognize you, the ghost. Otherwise you would be inside my palm. Then I would greet you with fire, Homa fire. I would catch you and put you into a burning oil. So there's some who eats ghosts, and Grandmaster too. Grandmaster is not afraid of ghosts, and Grandmaster is a ghost buster. So with millions of ghosts, Grandmaster has millions of protectors to counter them. Please don't make offering to ghosts. By all means, please don't. So although if you offer to them, they would help you in the beginning. That's right. So if every day you respect the ghosts, every day, and then you're connected to them, that's also kind of like a yoga. You don't have yoga, you don't have spiritual union with the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, or the sagely realms, or the heavenly beings, but you are connected with the ghosts because you make offering to the ghosts, and of course the ghosts would come to you. So if you make offering, of course they would come to you. Lots of ghosts would come to you. So when you are being inundated by the ghosts, then you would be befuddled. Your brain would be fogged, and you can't think clearly because all ghosts are inside you. You would be like the drunkard. You would be intoxicated. And then you pray at the temple of ghosts because you're respectful and you bow and you pay homage to the ghosts. Then of course you would gain some psychic power or supernatural power. And even if you just raise or employ one ghost, like in Thailand, that ghost is good enough to help you. As you have heard, So as long as you make offering to the ghost, then the ghost would follow you wherever you go. So like when signing contract, the ghost would intoxicate the person, and they would sign out of confusion. They have no clear mind. So there are many entertainers and artists who go to Thailand and get the ghosts and raise them at a certain time and make offering to the ghosts, and the ghosts would help them. So they would have lots of fans, and all the fans would always be bemused by you, even with just like one button open, like all the girls just in hysteria. But that was because of the ghosts confusing you. If my wife dared to say a word to me, then I would reply 5 words. And if she scolded me with a statement, I would reply 10 times. The difference is she would say it loudly, but I would just say it silently in my heart. And this is called using tenderness to counter the hardship. So ghosts have outer appearance and inner appearance. Sometimes you become a ghost and you don't even know it, because you're connected to ghosts and you're always together with the ghost. Then of course. So every day you're carrying the talisman for the ghost. So they say like the ghost talisman, you always bring it on you, then of course you're connected with the ghost. Then of course you have some supernatural power. Then of course you have lots of fans. And people willingly take their money to you. Please, please, please accept it. If you don't accept it, I would be angry. So you can get lots of money. But Grandmaster never asked anyone to offer to ghost. We are like this. We just hope that the ghosts would be at peace, that all the ghosts become good ghosts who help people, and they are positioned at certain place and they're not roaming about. There are ghosts at Grandmaster's house, and actually at every house there are ghosts. You know, people can't deceive ghosts. If you don't perform protection at your house, and you are doing that with your girlfriend or your wife, and your audience would be lots of ghosts, and the ghosts would be really pleased watching that and their life. So there are lots of those invisible spirits watching. And in the booth rooms, do you know that there are lots of ghosts around? Because there are lots of blood around, and they are fighting for the blood. So if there is no womb god protecting the baby, they may snatch the baby too. So you think there is no ghosts in the childbirth room. So during childbirth, you should also do protection so that the ghosts don't snatch the baby and that they don't try to get the blood of the during childbirth in the delivery room. You know, even in the toilets, there are ghosts because ghosts drink pee. And they eat poo. That's Cantonese. So they eat those stuff. They also want those dirty stuff. There are ghosts all over the place. That's why we have to do armor protection at any time. Pani Lansari. And you know who Pani is? Pani is Vajrapani, Vajrahan Bodhisattva, who is your protector. Pani Lansari. Pani Lansari. That's Vajrapani. Guru said, the teacher said, that wants to become somebody else's nanny. Why? Do you know the the wiper on the windshield? What is it for? It's to place the tickets, parking tickets. So affinities make you connect. So birds of feathers flock together. So what that means, if your mind is clean and clear, then your heart is very radiant, then you're connected to the Buddhas. If you're very compassionate, you're always helpful, then you're connected with the Bodhisattvas all the way down. But if there are ghosts inside your heart, and you strive for fame and benefits, and there are ghosts inside your heart, then you would be connected with the ghost. So birds of a feather flock together. So this is the joke, the meaning of the jokes. So today I sneezed 5 to 6 times. So I was curious who is thinking of me. I have no boyfriend. Is there somebody that's silently thinking of me? And I thought about all the men, the boys, and one by one I eliminate them, and finally my conclusion is I caught cold. I'm catching cold. So she's smart. So today we should also say that if you are attached by spirits and they get the energy from you and you become weak and you have no energy and spirits, even after you sleep for a long time at night, you still feel very tired. That's the stealing of energy by the ghosts. And second is disturbances, so that whatever you do, you would be befuddled and confused. And third is you get sick. But illnesses is not always mental illnesses. If it's a physical, then it can be cured by the doctors. But if it is a mental or spiritual illness, then you have to find a psychiatrist or psychologist. And if they can't cure you, then you need to find your lineage root guru to help you resolve it. And if the lineage guru cannot cure you, now I'm asking you, what should you do? Then you are already occupied by the strong power of the ghosts, that you have very strong affinity with the ghosts, that if the ghost come to find you, then from past lives you are enemies with the ghost, that the lineage root guru cannot resolve that entanglement. You need to know that if you kill, then you have to lose life. That's an ancient Chinese proverb. If you kill someone, that person would follow you. But if your young energy is very full and robust, then they may not be able to touch you. But when you are low and down, then they would attack you. And when lineage root guru tries to help you, then they would appear in front of the lineage root guru and say that because we were killed by that person, so the lineage root guru cannot do anything about it. So like when they're entangled like that, that's just destiny and karmic. And even the lineage root guru will not be able to untangle that kind of entanglement. And he has to use many, many different ways to resolve that, like a bardo deliverance, etc. That's the issue. So in Buddhism, we always talk about karma, about cause and effect, about karmic retribution. So that's why I say you have to be responsible for your own karma. It is impossible to resolve it. So for those that cannot be resolved, like when time is ripe and it cannot be lengthened, then you cannot save them because it's time. And the affinity has to be resolved in this life, and he or she has to suffer the karmic retribution with no other choice. But things that can be resolved by the lineage root guru, the lineage root guru will definitely help. But things that cannot be resolved, the guru would tell you that it is very difficult to resolve certain karmic affinity. Very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teaching. Now let's prepare for the incantation. And we have several announcements. Tomorrow, Sunday at October 2nd, at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington, there would be the Earth Goddess Homa Fire Offering Ceremony and the corresponding empowerment. And there is the True Buddha School's event that entices everybody to recite the Mahabala mantra. And for all your incantation or recitation, you can report it to the tbsn.org. For details, you may check the tbsn.org. Eh? If you would like to take refuge, please come to the center of the temple and personally receive refuge initiation from His Holiness. If you're not present in person and would like to take refuge, you may send a letter to True Buddha Foundation in Redmond, Washington.
Om
恭请圣尊加持大悲咒水及为佛像开光。
Inviting His Holiness to bless the great compassion holy water and to consecrate Buddha images. Please stand up and perform homage, and this ends the English interpretation. Thank you.
一拜根本传承上师及诸佛，Om Ah Hom。二拜诸菩萨，Om Ah Hom。三拜诸护法金刚，Om Ah Hom。四平等一起手。同修会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.